So we told Corey to go to work. So that's what Corey was at, for everybody who keep asking. What's up, guys? You are here at CB and JPENT, and yes, it is Joy, and I am by myself. But before I get started with this video, if you have not already, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Make sure you like this video because it's me, so I know you're gonna like it. And make sure you comment for more video ideas or comments that you want to make on this video. Before I get started, I need to take a sip of some juice because this is my new cup and you guys need to know. Corey bought me this cup yesterday. It says Mrs. Always Right because you guys know I am always right. So just a little backstory into the cup. If you see this cup, that means it is either a story time or a new video segment that me and Corey will be starting soon, but I don't want to give anything away. I haven't worn lip gloss in so long, and I swear, like, if you guys see like connecting, don't judge me, didn't mean for that to happen. Oh, and you guys, this is Snapple Peach Lemonade Tea. You guys know I'm not drinking anything, you know, bad like caffeine or alcohol because I am still breastfeeding baby Logan. So yeah. Okay, so let me fix my bra before I get started. Okay, so like a few weeks ago in the comments, I had this girl ask me, she said, hey, I've been watching all of your birth videos, but I'm still kind of confused. So can you tell the story of what happened? She was like, but even though I watched your videos, I am still a bit confused. So I was like, I guess I could. Okay, so let's get into it. That morning of the 24th, I think it's the 20th. It would have been the 24th. Yes, I think it was the morning of the 24th. Either way, anyway. So I went to the doctor's office. I had a checkup. It was my 39-week checkup. And the doctor decided to scrape my membranes. Okay, he did it because I was having like swelling. I didn't have like any like high blood pressure or anything, but I was still like swelling up, and then I had like really bad carpal tunnel from pregnancy. Let me put this cup down because it's freezing my hand. Don't y'all hate when y'all have ice in y'all's cup and the ice get in the way? Like, I'm trying to sip this so cute, but the ice is like in the way and I can't get no juice. I was trying not to do that, but the ice was in my way. So he did that, and that hurt so much. That was the worst feeling ever. He had scraped them before, but this time he was like scraping like okay, I guess y'all don't need a visual, but he had like a handful of like whatever like that he scraped off the membranes or whatever. And I remember the nurse coming over with the trash can. I could hear like drop, like, oh. But anyway, so, and I made like a little video in my diaries. If you guys have not seen that video, go look at that video and you can see where I was talking about what had happened. And I was only at 1 centimeter when I went to that doctor's appointment. I had been at 1 centimeter since about 35 weeks. So they thought they were gonna have to end up inducing me. So that was gonna be the next step if I did not go into labor after he did the membrane sweep. So anyways, so later that day, I had went home, and I remember I was in my brother's room because whoever Wi-Fi we use at my house works the best in my brother's room. So I was in his room using it. But anyway, so I was looking up like what is sweeping the membranes anyway? Like, what does that even mean? So I looked it up, and it was like, it's when the doctor separates the amniotic sac from the wall of the uterus. And I was like, wait, because He did not say all of that. Like, I didn't even realize, like, I didn't know what was happening. Like, maybe I should ask more questions, but I thought I did. Like, if you don't go into labor after this, you know, this weekend, you know, next week when you come in, because I always used to go on Wednesdays. So he said next week when you come in, if you haven't gone into labor or if you haven't dilated anymore, then we'll talk about an induction date. So I looked up how many women that went into labor, and guess what? A few of them went into labor. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm not ready yet. Like, I'm not ready to go into labor yet. I mean, I already packed me and baby Logan's bag, so I was good for that, but I just wasn't ready yet. So I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, let me start editing these videos for YouTube, because me and Corey was like behind. So I was like, let me start editing these videos. So I went to the doctor, I think around like 10 that morning or 11. And then about 7 p.m. I was editing videos, and then my back started hurting. And I was like, I'm like, Mom, y'all don't mind my bra straps. I wear like sports bras all the time now, so I can easily feed baby Logan, so don't mind those popping out. Anyway, so I was like, Mom, my back is starting to hurt. Like, it felt like light cramps, like light period cramps, like when you know that it's coming on, but it probably won't come like until like the next morning or so. It felt like light period cramps. I was like, And then she was like, he better not come. You better not go into labor. That doctor better not have put you into labor. So I'm laughing because I'm like, ha ha ha. And I keep making jokes like, I don't know, Mom. I might be going into labor, because my back was still like hurting, started hurting like more. And it was coming more consistently. And I'm like, okay. So then I called Corey and I'm like, Corey, oh no, he might be going to the doctor tonight. And he like, stop playing, stop playing. And I'm like, no, I'm just kidding. I was like, I don't know, but I do feel like I might be having contractions. So I had started like doing some of our, the positions we learned in our Lamaze class. So I started doing the polar bear, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is starting to hurt a little bit. Like, these feel like, you know, period cramps. And I'm like, So I ended up, and I told my mom, I was okay, I'm gonna take a hot bath, I'm gonna take a Tylenol, because in Lamaze class they told us to take a Tylenol, a hot bath, and drink a glass of wine. I wasn't drinking wine because I don't drink wine regularly, so I wasn't gonna drink a wine. So I did those, and you know, it soothed me like a little bit, but it kept on going. So I'm like, okay, I'm definitely having contractions. Because if I wasn't having contractions, they would like slow down or whatever, and they were still coming. By this time, they were like way like far apart, like maybe like 20 minutes apart. So then that night, they became to be like 14, 15 minutes apart. By this time, I'm like, y'all seen the video, and that's what I learned in Lamaze class. So don't be talking about me in my videos, my noises I make. That's what my Lamaze teacher told me to do, and that's what I did. And actually, it did help. The deep breathing or whatever. It's taking me back. I feel like I'm getting cramps or something. I didn't cry that night. I just, you know, I tried to get as much sleep as possible, because I remember my Lamaze teacher said, get as much sleep as possible, because once it's time to labor, ain't no sleep. I probably slept at the most like 2 hours at night, because I could not get any sleep. Like, it was hurting, and even though like it was far away, I would try to sleep in between like the 10-minute intervals or the like 15 minutes. Like, that's how much I was sleeping, like in between them or whatever. So that morning when I woke up, you guys saw the video. I was just still telling you guys that the contractions were still happening. By this time, Corey called me that morning. This is for the people who keep commenting on the video of me and my dad on the contractions. We're like, where's the baby daddy? Where's her baby daddy? Okay, listen. He called that morning and he was like, should I go to work or should I come straight over there? Like, are you about to go to the hospital? I was like, had I started crying yet? I don't think I had started crying yet. I'm like, I don't know. I was like, let me ask my mom, let me ask my dad. So honestly, I don't remember what my mom said. But then my dad was like, no, he might as well go to work, you know, unless he just want to be sitting around, because just because you have a contraction does not mean you're going to go into labor today. So you and him could just be sitting around all day. He was like, you might not even have this baby until Saturday. Mind y'all, I think it was Thursday. Yes, it was Thursday. when the next morning. I started having contractions Wednesday, and then it was Thursday, the morning I'm talking about now. So we told Corey to go to work. So that's what Corey was at, for everybody who keep asking. So, so then the contractions kept coming. That's when I started crying, because I said I was gonna save my tears, but wasn't happening. I was hurting. I started crying. I was trying to eat, but I was throwing up everything. I could not keep anything down. My mom made me some oatmeal. I ate that, threw it up. It was like everything I ate. Then my dad ended up coming over, or did my aunt come first? I don't know. But my aunt and my dad came over. My aunt was bringing like toilet paper and ginger ale, I think. Like, I needed ginger ale. They were trying to settle my stomach. I don't even think I ended up drinking the ginger ale that she bought. I wonder who drank it. But anyway, and then my dad came, and so my dad had taken a Lamaze class before, because my stepmom had babies. So and they're the ones who sent me to my Lamaze class. But yeah, so he knew all of the positions, so that's why we were doing the I think it's called the high school dance or something like that. And so he was like a big help. Like, I'm pretty sure like he's what helped me calm. Like, you know, I felt good to have my mom there. My mom was my support, but my dad was like the strength to keep me like going. And so like he helped me out so much. And then my aunt, if you saw her, she was keeping count of the contractions and, you know, trying to, you know, keep me in a good spirits too. And my mom was recording the video with me and my dad. So yeah, that's clarification for you guys who keep thinking my aunt was my mom. No, that was my aunt. My mom was the person recording. You look at the video before that, the regular contraction video, my mom was like walking throughout that video. Then I decided that I couldn't do it no more. It was like a minute. The contractions was hitting me so hard, y'all. They was hitting me so hard. They were hitting me so hard. And they were coming like a minute, like minute after minute after minute. I was only getting a minute in between, if that. Like sometimes it was only like 30 seconds. So I wasn't getting any breathers. So I'm like, I need to go to the hospital. The midwives kept telling me, don't come to the hospital. But I'm like, look, listen, I'm coming, because I ain't never had no baby. And I feel like I'm dying right now. Like, I feel like this baby might come out. No, my water hadn't broke, but my goddaughter came out in her sack. So as far as I knew, my baby could have been coming out of his sack too. So I wasn't taking no chances. I didn't think about that then, but I think about that now. So then we went outside. We went to the hospital. That was the worst ride ever. My dad has a tiny car. Like, he loves like tiny like sports cars. So imagine me riding in his car. In our Lamaze class, they were like, oh, you know, when you're on the way to the hospital, make sure you get in the back seat and get on your hands and knees and do that. First of all, I was not going to the hospital with no seatbelt on. That sounded, you know, good or whatever and comfortable, but I wasn't taking no chances. But anyway, so I had to drive in the front seat because my dad has my brother and sister's car seat bases in the back anyway. So I couldn't even get in the back. His car was too small anyway. But so I sat in the front. And that was the worst ride ever. And my dad, first of all, my dad was like looking for a big old trash bag, because he was like, yo, you not, he was like, your water gonna break in the car, and you don't know what that smells like that smells bad, and I don't want that in my car, because then I'm gonna have to clean it up and da da da. So anyway, but we never even found a big old trash bag. We found like a little like Walmart size bag. So if my water would have broken the car, like it would have been over for his seats. So my dad was like, I'm gonna try not to hit the bumps in the road, but don't get mad at me if I do, because I'm not doing it on purpose, but I'm trying to get you there as fast as I can, but also safely, and I can't help the bumps in the road. It was like he was hitting all the bumps. And I just was like, oh my gosh. But then we got to the hospital. mind y'all, I never took a tour of the hospital that I had baby Logan at. I took a tour of another hospital. So really I didn't even know where I was supposed to go when I got there. Luckily my dad knew where I was supposed to go. So he took me straight to where I was supposed to go, and me and him arrived there first. We went in and we met up with we told the lady at the desk our names, or my name, and then the midwife came and met me, and then they walked me to my room, and then on my way to my room, I started having a contraction. I was like, it's not funny. It's funny now. It wasn't funny then. It was not funny then. But I was like, like it was hurting so bad, and I was like, couldn't even get into the room. She was like, it's okay. And then like, I did not have a doula, but the midwife was so good. Like, honestly, she was really great at it. So if you don't have like the money to get a doula, I suggest getting a midwife, like, because they basically do what the doula does anyway. But if I would have had the money for a doula, I would have got one, because actually I did want a doula, but it was like $1,000, and I didn't have the money for a doula. Here go these straps again. But anyway, so then I get in the room. My mom and did my mom and my aunt come next, or Corey came? I don't know. I think they all basically like came in at the same time. So then after I was like getting like all like not signed in, but like, you know, signed into the hospital or whatever. I can't think of what it's called. And wristbands and everything. My dad, you know, he gave me a pep talk and he left. If you guys watched the other video, you saw when that happened. So then after that, me and Corey started doing our stuff. My dad tagged him in, you know, so race. No, it's not a race, but anyway. Then the midwife asked me would I like to have hot water sprayed on my back. Heck yeah. Actually guys, like, I took a bathing suit that I was supposed to wear like when I like got in the tub or whatever. When she said, do you want to get in the bathtub with the hot water, you know, or whatever, y'all, I went to the bathroom with me, Corey, and the midwife got in the bathroom. I was like, I was butt naked. I didn't care about no bathing suit. I forgot all about the bathing suit. I didn't care about the bathing suit. I got in that tub like, come on, because I had to get on all fours. I'm like, spray this water on my back, because I was trying to get it done in between the contractions, so I didn't have time to put on no daggone bathing suit. Like, first of all, she's a midwife, so I know she didn't see, you know, a bunch of different kinds of bodies set up, so I ain't even care. This is when she left Corey in charge. Like, she left out and I was like, Corey, I need the medicine. He was like, no you don't, you're doing so good. He was pissing me off. I was like, stop telling me that. I was telling him to shut up and everything. Like, he was making me so mad. Like, I was hurting so bad. Oh, my mom and my aunt was making me mad too, because they were out in like the room part. And I could hear them like laughing and talking. So basically, I guess I was jealous because they weren't in, you know, they couldn't feel my pain. And they out there laughing, having a conversation. And I'm just like in tears, hurt and crying, feeling like, when is this pain gonna be over? And anyway, then I got Corey in my ear telling me I'm doing so good. No, I'm not. I need that medicine. But anyway, so then the midwife came in. I was trying to tell her I need medicine. She's like, no, you don't need the medicine. You're doing so good, Joy. You're doing so good. Let's try this. So we was trying like a bunch of different stuff. Then she had me sit on the toilet and like her and Corey, I asked Corey to rub my feet. So then she started rubbing my other feet, and they was just rubbing my feet, and that was good. But those contractions still was hurting, but like the pressure they was putting on me, it made me like soothe a little bit. Then she wanted me to try to get some rest, and so she wanted me to try to lay down. And then so my aunt and my mom had left out while I tried to, you know, get some rest, because they are loud and they were like having whole conversations. Later on, my mom told me she felt some type of way when they when they had told them to leave out, because she thought I was trying to have the baby without her. But anyways, so I did try to lay down. That did not work. I was in so much pain. I was like crying to Corey, like, Corey, I need to get the upper door. He was like, no, you doing good. And I'm like, stop telling me that. And the reason Corey kept telling me no, for one thing, is because I said, do not let me stray away from my birth plan. Podcast we talked about like not like the point where the mom is gonna start asking for the medicine, like just encourage her, blah blah blah. So I'm like, first of all, Corey, in my mind I'm like, first of all, you didn't know what you're talking about. You just telling me what the teacher said. So no. And I was like, Corey, I know what I'm saying to you right now. Like, this is me, like I'm pleading my case, like I know what I'm saying to you right now. I really do want the medicine. Go get the midwife and tell her I want the medicine. He like, no. So you know what I did? Politely pushed that button and called the nurse. I was like, she was like, hello, yes, how may I help you? And I was like, yes, can you please tell my midwife that I want the epidural? She was like, okay, I'll tell her. And then my midwife came in there, and then she was trying to talk to me, and then she was like, you know, you're doing so good, blah blah blah. So she checked me, and I was at 7.5 centimeters. She was like, oh, you know, you're dilating really good. She was like, your water bag is bulging. The way we can speed it up is popping it. We can burst the water bag, you know, instead of doing the epidural. She was like, and that'll speed up the birthing process. Y'all, all I'm thinking about is how much my body is hurting now. Well, not now, but then. And I'm like, when that baby start coming, that's gonna hurt even more. So I was like, epidural for 400, Alex. I'll let you guys talk about it, then I'll come back. Talk to who? I don't need to discuss nothing about these pain medicines with Corey, because Corey do not feel any of my pain. Me and God is in agreement, and I want the pain medicine. So when she came back, I told Corey I was getting it. When she came back, I told her that I wanted it. Like, even though Corey was like, you know, whatever you do, you know, I'm with you and da da da. And then after she came back and I saw I want the epidural, he came and gave me like a little kiss on my forehead. I guess he'd be like, babe, it's okay. And I was like, it didn't matter if you didn't think it was okay. Because my head, the way that I was feeling that pain, my head was about to start turning all the way around, like. But anyway, so I did end up getting the epidural. I'll talk about the epidural in another story though, if you guys want to hear about that. But just know I ended up getting the epidural. And then I was smooth sailing, baby. Smooth sailing. I ended up taking a little bitty nap and everything. Like, I was asking for ice. Like, Corey, can you give me some ice? Corey, can you give me some ice? Like, he was tired of me by that time. Like, once I was feeling good, it's like he didn't feel bad for me no more. Like, we all were tired. I still was throwing up, but I still was trying to get some sleep. So I don't want this video to be way too long, but I did ended up getting an infection while waiting on the my midwife to come deliver baby Logan. So make sure you guys tune in for the next video. I'll talk about that in the next video when I talk about my epidural experience. So yeah, make sure you guys tune in for that. You guys seem to like the birth and stuff, so let's talk about it, because I don't mind. I didn't want to like annoy my friends with talking about it, like, so since you guys want to hear about it, I'll tell you guys. So anyway, so that's gonna be the end of this video. I'm hot. That's gonna be the end of this video. If you have not already, make sure you like this video. Make sure you comment down below. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, because become a part of the ENT fam. Don't you want to be a part of the family? That's me shaking your hand. Welcome. See you guys next time. It said Miss. Let's start over. Like then me and Corey are gonna start a new video segment. That me and Corey. So then that don't.